Hello and welcome. My name is Carsten Lützen. I'm a Scrum Master and Agile Coach. Today I will talk about optimums. And if it's new to you, I will explain it briefly. But if you like these videos, please subscribe and share. That would be awesome. When we talk about optimums, I'm going to talk about optimums from a team perspective. So many of you have probably heard about the Togman model with the forming, norming, that was wrong, with the forming, storming, norming, and performing phases. And you can kind of see this as the end of that. So when we are in a performing team, we are often in a local optimum, meaning that right now we don't know how we can become even better. And somewhere there is a global optimum. The global optimum is probably not a feasible thing to find. There will always be things we can improve. So I often use the global optimum a bit of like a unicorn. But just because we are in a local optimum doesn't mean that we cannot find a better local optimum to be in. And this is where, if we're talking computer science and heuristics from computer science, taboo search might be a good strategy. Taboo search is trying out things, actions that you know will give you right now a worse result than what you have already. Because at the moment we are at this hilltop. So there is no small step change to the next one. It might be some bigger change needed. So we might need to tear down something and then see if when we build it up, we will build up something different. So it might be that we're leaving this hilltop and then climbing back up again. But maybe then this hilltop wasn't that bad. But it might also be that we identify some other way of getting the same result, and that will give us this new hilltop. It's probably not a global hilltop. It's probably a new local hilltop. But then we can start to figure out, how does this look like? How is it being here? What is important to us? What should we try to experiment with in search for a new hilltop? And in this journey on the different hilltops, it might be that we start up on this hilltop and then end up in this hilltop, but we have probably learned a lot along the way, and that's the important thing here. If we're standing still, there is a high risk for our team to slowly move down into this place or an even worse place without us even noticing, and things start to get stale, and it's just difficult. It's really difficult to get up again if we haven't descended on purpose. And it might be small things like if you're not doing stand-ups, do stand-ups, or if you're not doing this, then try to do this, or stop doing that, see what happens. And in this way, we need to be creative and playful all the time about our process. At first it might seem counterintuitive. Why should we do something that we know will give a worse result? But explain it to the team. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because it can help us get to an even better place. It can help us identify what is important to us and the environment that we are in. I am hoping that some of you are willing to share examples of how have you figured out that you are now in a local optimum. And what strategies did you use to find a new local optimum? I have been in teams where we have gotten to this point and probably stayed there too long, and then slowly things started to fall apart. I've also afterwards learned about this and then started to actively do some of this. So what should we try to break down and see if we build up in the same way on a new way? It's actually quite fun, and it's a quite creative discipline, doing this in a psychological safe way. But that was it for me. I'm hoping that if you have comments, questions, ideas, just write a comment or send me a message. It's always super great to hear your reflections. And that's it. Have a super awesome day.